How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be going over the brand new Ducks on the Pond pack series that has just been released. I already purchased one of these packs. I'm going to be doing all of this live. I've already spent a good amount of stubs. The players that are featured in this pack are very good. I was not really expecting 97 and 98 overalls for the rare tier. I was kind of expecting 96 overalls, but we do have this Andrew McCutchen that has already been revealed. We'll go ahead and look at his stats. I'll hide the face cam so you can take a look at all of these images. We did see some of these cards revealed along the way over time. This last week or so, some of this stuff has been revealed. So this McCutchen is a part of the rare round. This is a very good card and a card that I'm looking to try out. I'm curious to see how these cards are going to fluctuate in price. I've already purchased one pack and I've already invested in a couple of these cards. This is the Andrew McCutchen that we already saw. This next card is very good. Zack Greinke is a card that I'm looking to get. I have already bought this card on the market, but I wanted to show this card off. He does indeed have a sinker as well. So they went with the sinker over the two seam, which makes this card that much better. If you take a look at some of the quirks, he does have the sinker baller quirk, so that pitch will have a good amount of break, as well as a knee buckler quirk, so the slider has a good amount of break. The thing about this guy is he has a very slow curveball, so that is something that I like. If you can locate that pitch and use the other pitches effectively, this card was a pitcher that I used for a long time in last year's game. He will be featured in this pack as well, Ducks on the Pond. We're not sure how long these cards are going to be available or these packs are available, but also there is a limit on these packs at 2 per person. So I bought one. I plan on investing in other players. I purchased a couple of these Zack Greinke's for like $55K on the market and 60,000. So I will go ahead and talk a little bit about how many stubs I'm able to make with that being said. But this next card is Boggs, 98 overall, third baseman. Boggs, 125 contact versus right, 115 versus left, 69 against righties, and 66 against lefties for power. So he does have 123 vision, maxed out discipline, clutch, great fielding. He's going to have gold fielding at third base and first base, with a little bit lower reaction at first, but decent player all around for that contact attribute. If you're looking to use Boggs, he does have a very good swing in MLB The Show as well. So let's go ahead and look at some of the other cards that we didn't necessarily get revealed. Orlando Hernandez. So this is a brand new legend. This card might be extremely good. I mean, a starting pitcher with a sinker as a primary, decent pitch repertoire and stats. I thought for a second he would be a reliever. I'm not too familiar about this pitcher. I'll have to check out his career. But anyway, definitely a solid card all around. 93 overall prime starting pitcher. If you could prestige these cards later on, that would be something too. I'm not quite sure about that. But let's see if he has good break on his sinker, good break on the curveball. Most likely, it's probably not the slider that he has 85 break or even 80 break, but definitely a solid card all around. This next one is 94 overall Daniel Murphy. This card was revealed already, and I included him in a previous video. But 125, 114, 85, 74, 105 vision, 125 clutch. A lot of these cards have really high clutch attributes for the Ducks on the Pond series, or at least from what I've seen. But this card's going to be very, very usable at second base, maybe even first or third base. Lower speed, but definitely a good, solid hitter, especially if you're a Nationals fan or a Mets fan. Fernando Rodney, prime Fernando Rodney. I'm always a big fan of Fernando Rodney. I followed his career ever since he was a part of the Tigers. Also followed him through the World Baseball Classic. This card, for whatever reason, seems to get lit up and hit around in this game, but I might want to pick this dude up. 92 overall prime Fernando Rodney. This card looks all right. Hopefully I can make stubs with the 4 Zack Greinke's I've purchased. But the last one, I believe, actually there's a few more in this base round. Salvador Perez is definitely solid. We saw this card earlier in the week, revealed by Movie Gaming. We saw this one in 91 contact, 108, 60 power with 72 power against lefties, 100 vision, 122 clutch. So with runners in scoring position, this card's going to be good. He might get random check swings with that 45 discipline. Don't really know how that attribute plays too much into Diamond Dynasty, but it certainly would help with check swings or the lack thereof, or trying to get check swings when you're not trying to check swing. It's hard to explain, but sometimes that will happen in this game. Anyway, this card's definitely good. Diamond fielding, 89 arm strength, 90 blocking. Solid card. Let's take a look at these last couple. This is the Dave Kingman with really good power, some of the best power in this entire program or in this entire pack series. 64 fielding with 92 arm strength in left field. Might want to use this guy at first base. Not really the fastest guy, won't really have the most range, but definitely a solid budget player. If you are, no money spent, you might be able to not buy these packs and just buy some of these lower tier diamonds off the market. We'll take a look at what their price is going for. But a solid packs on the Ducks on the Pond pack series. I mean, rare tiers, 1 out of 4 chance. That's pretty solid. I mean, those are pretty good odds. That's probably why the Zack Greinke was going for so cheap. Let's take a look at what his price is now. $79,000. I mean, what did I do? I spent $72,000, $60,000. I bought some of these cards for pretty cheap. I've been buying a lot of golds recently. So I've been buying a lot of golds, saving up for stage 3 team affinities. Let's take a look at what some of these lower tier diamonds are. 94 overalls. Let's see, Daniel Murphy's at 19K. These prices are going to fluctuate as well. I'm just trying to take a look at what some of the program is looking like. Fernando Rodney, Dave Kingman, all these cards, you might be able to make some of your stubs back. So let's go ahead and open up the one that we have. We have one pack. Let's go ahead and open it. And there is also one other thing I wanted to get into. So 1 out of 4 chance at a 97 plus and 1 out of 1 for the base round. Let's go ahead and get into it. We get the rare round. Let's go, man. That's 2 for 2. Really solid cards. I'm going to take Andrew McCutchen. That's awesome, man. I'm going to take Andrew McCutchen because I already have 4 Zack Greinkes, and this card will be in my rotation. Wade Boggs is a little bit lower priced. I want to get Andrew McCutchen. There I just got him for $35,000, and that is a solid investment. So with this program, we should be able to flip those other Zack Greinkes that I purchased for at least $70,000. His price is probably going to go up. Yes, he's at 82. His price is going to probably go up a little bit, and that's what I'm looking for. When it first came out, I saw that I could get, a couple cards for pretty cheap, $60,000, $72,000. I figured his card would be worth right around 100,000 stubs, based on how long these cards are going to be available. That's the main factor. I want to reiterate that. That's the main factor. With how long these cards are going to be. These packs remind me of the Signature Series packs that we had released last year. These packs will come back. They will more than likely come back with a flash sale as well. We saw those packs yesterday with the guaranteed headliners. We might see these Ducks on the Pond packs back in the store for cheaper. Just things to keep in mind. There's also a program today, I believe. There's a player program. Omar Vizquel, 89 overall. Omar Vizquel, solid card. Solid contact, great fielding. Kind of like a free Ozzie Smith, but it's Omar Vizquel, and he has a little bit less power. But definitely solid card with better contact versus left. Switch hitter, of course. Great bunter. If you guys like to bunt, go for this guy. He's going to be amazing for you. 82 speed, so maybe on the slower end in terms of like bunting guys, but fast. Great defense. This is going to be a nice card to get for free. Also earning program stars for the 4th inning. So those bosses are going to go down a little bit. The Felix Hernandez, Jacoby Ellsbury, and what's the other guy? I forgot already. We'll take a look at it. I'm going with Felix. That's all I know. I'm going with Felix. Oh yeah, Joe Torre. Joe Torre is definitely going to be the lowest one, I think, when it's all said and done. But or maybe he'll be the highest one because he'll be the least chosen. But depends on how this thing works. I'm glad I got the Andrew McCutchen. I'm glad I got the Zack Greinke. I'm glad I made a couple investments. I've been purchasing, 70 or 60,000 stubs worth of gold cards, preparing for Stage 3 Team Affinities. That's going to be coming out, within the next couple of weeks. Actually, let's take a look at this main schedule to see once it's updated here. They might have, new ranked seasons rewards, unlock a new rookie legend in a new player program the next few days. There is a headliner card featuring Matt Wieters. So that's also out right now. I didn't even look at that. So we'll take a look at that Matt Wieters card. It's always good to look at this program screen, or I guess this main schedule at the main screen of MLB The Show 20. So with that being said, we are going to have a couple new programs released, new World Series rewards, 2 MVP cards for World Series, and the entire June program drops on Thursday. So with all this being said, there's lots of stuff to keep up with in MLB The Show. Prime El Duque, that's who I thought I recognized that guy's name. El Duque is who I knew that player as. Well, I never really heard of Orlando Hernandez. I know about El Duque, though, so that's pretty cool that we got that card. I just saw that off to the right there. But I'm going to go ahead and try to flip some of these cards. I'm going to go ahead and try out this Andrew McCutchen on stream a little bit later during viewer games. This is the team that we're rocking with. I'll be updating this a little bit later, trying to get, the best players, try to build up a team. I'll probably take out Trammell, and maybe, I've already put Greinke in the lineup, but just try out a couple of these other brand new cards. Maybe try out some of the lower tier diamonds like Daniel Murphy, Dave Kingman, those guys, Salvador Perez. I'm not quite sure, but thank you all for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed, and that's going to do it for this one. That's the Ducks on the Pond pack series, and we got pretty lucky. We made some good investments. We got pretty lucky, pulled the Andrew McCutchen. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.